Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a first impression video in my new foundation from 100% pure fruit pigmented water foundation, hydrating, full coverage, light dewy finish in shade 2. And yeah, I got this last year and I didn't have the chance to try it because holidays happened and everything else happened. So yeah, if you want to hear more about this foundation, then stay tuned. So right off the bat, the fruit pigmented water foundation from 100% pure, it comes in 19 shades, which is a lot of shades for a foundation in natural organic beauty, and it retails for $41, and now about more than half of the shades are on sale for $24.60, which is a great steal. Even though I got mine for Black Friday, and I think it was something, it's the biggest sale of the year. I always save my money to buy on Black Friday because when you purchase, I think like $40, then they give you a list of a lot of products that you can buy for $5 or $10, and I think I snatched this for about $5 or $10. And yeah, I wanted to try this foundation for a really long time. I think it launched about 2 years ago, and I've been using the Second Skin foundation ever since. I think about 2-3 years ago, and I fell in love with it, and it suits me perfectly because that one is squalane based, but I believe this one is water based. So if you were wondering what's the ingredients, but actually it's not really water based, it's aloe juice. That's the first ingredient, and then they have some rice starch extracts, peach fruit, apricot fruit, carrot root, pomegranate, a lot of good ingredients, tomatoes, lecithin, acai, pomegranate, green tea, rosemary, like a bunch of good ingredients. But this doesn't have any oils in it, so it's all extracts but are not oils. The only oils that I see here is vitamin E, and then yeah, they have some glycerin, yeah, just a bunch of extracts, and yeah, no oils. So I'm really excited to try this foundation, and I really hope it's not gonna dry. I don't know, my skin is really dry during the winter time, kind of combination during the summertime. But yeah, the bottle comes with a pump. I have this, it's barely visible though, I think it's so bright today. So I have today here in shade 2, warm 2, I'm yellow based tone. Shade 2, it's a light. Warm 2, it's a light shade. They have a warm number 1, and then they have cool 1 and neutral 1. So yeah, these look like the most yellowish in light tone online, so I thought this will suit me perfectly, and I'm gonna apply it with my fingers first, and let's see how this looks like. Oh, I like the pump because it doesn't dispense a lot of product, so you can kind of control that. And yeah, the shade looks like this. You can see it's a very light color, and I really hope it's gonna suit me well, even though it looks very light to my face right now. I have a tan built up on my face. My neck is white, as you can see, and my face is a little bit tan. So yeah, so let me get one more pump and let's do that. And I'm not gonna use any primer because I want to see if it's pore filling or if it's sinking into the pores today. So I want to be as true as possible with this foundation without using a primer, because a primer always helps, but yeah, if you want to see the ugly, I guess we shouldn't use a primer. So the application is very nice, actually, very fast, as you can see with your fingers. I'm not a really fan of the sponge, only to finish your application but not apply with it. That makes sense, because I feel like the sponges are so wasteful of the product, and yeah, I don't want to be wasteful. So let's see if we can get away with this foundation to cover my dark circles too, if I will need a concealer. Let's see, does it do anything? Because I have like really bad dark circles, as you can see, a lot of puffiness today. And it's been freezing outside. It's been 12 degrees when we woke up. Now are about 14 today, and it's very sunny and bright, but it's so cold. And I decided to do this makeup because I'm gonna be inside for a few hours, so we can see if this how this makeup moves and sits. And yeah, so it dries up really quick. I feel like it's, I don't know, very fast drying. And let's take a look at it so far. Okay, so I don't know if I applied too much product, but all my dry kind of skin is peeking through, and it's not pretty, and all the pores. Oh, okay, so I thought, okay, definitely lightweight. It's definitely a light foundation, but you can see all the imperfection in my face comparing to the second skin. I'm sure you can see this. You can see all the buildup in my pores, and it's kind of patchy. You see it on my chin. This is not a good first impression at all. Ooh, I had such high hopes for this foundation. Really high hopes. Really bad. This is bad. I mean, this foundation should do wonders to my skin, not show my fine lines. As you can see in here, my left line, it's the foundation just sank in there, and it doesn't budge. Like, I'm rubbing it, and seriously, just one more from there. It's just, this is bad. Okay, should I try build it up? I usually, what I do with my second skin foundation, I feel like you can apply as many layers as you want, and it's kind of building up. It's definitely building up from a very light coverage to a medium kind of, and it doesn't matter how much you apply, it gets, you know, it just shows like your skin. It just won't look bad at all. So the color is kind of matching me pretty good comparing to my neck, as you can see, but yeah, this is not, the more I apply, the more I feel like it's going into my pores and lines, and it's not good. I don't know, you guys tried the water foundation? What do you guys think? Maybe this is for more normal to oily skin, because it's non-oily. So I was quite surprised. On the website it says for normal to dry skin types, full coverage and dewy finish. So first impressions, I don't think this is for normal, maybe normal but not dry skin types at all. I feel like it shows all the imperfections, and it just, you know, shows the dry skin. It's just enhancing it. And then full coverage is not full coverage, and I don't think I want to apply more, because I feel like the more I'm applying, the more it sinks into my pores and fine lines, and it just won't come out. Like, seriously, it's just, wow, I'm surprised how bad this is. Okay, and then dewy. I don't see this, how is dewy. I mean, it's not matte for sure, but it's not as dewy as I expected, I guess. It's just flat. I don't see any dewiness in this. It's not shiny, it's not I don't know, glowing. I don't know, it's just I guess I'm already sad. This is not my favorite foundation. I already made an impression of this. This doesn't work for me from the start. It's seriously bad. Like, wow. So I'm really happy I didn't spend, you know, the whopping $41 for this foundation, because this doesn't work for me. I'm really surprised because over 1,000 people review it on 100% Pure, and it's about 4.5 stars out of 5, and I'm really surprised how many people love it. But yeah, this just doesn't work for me at all, and it even says on the bottle, hydrating, full coverage, light dewy finish, and it's just not like that. And I don't think a primer will improve that. All of the bad things about this foundation, but I'm really surprised. Oh my goodness. So seriously, it just shows all my dry skin in here. As you can see, I have some spots and it didn't cover anything. This is not a full foundation, and as you can see, it's all like patchy, and it's just bad, so bad. Oh god, how this can be 4.5 stars. Like, seriously, it's just oof. Okay, so I brought a sponge and a foundation brush, and yeah, let's give it another chance, I guess. So I'm gonna get another drop out. I don't get too much. I don't think I need too much, and let's see if a brush will do a better job. And I feel like the brush is just sucking up all the product already. And yeah, let's just see. So you see it, right? It's there. And it just doesn't build up at all. This foundation is just light. Okay, let's put more. Maybe I'm putting not enough. Let's put more. Okay, I got like a big pump out now, and I'm definitely gonna put more. Maybe I'm not putting enough product, right? Okay, just gonna give this foundation a chance because so many people love it, and I'm like, okay, how come I don't love it? But I feel like I put so much product now. Okay, let's wait and see. I'm just gonna leave it there, let it sit there, and I'm just gonna do half a face just to have kind of like a reference with my other half, which didn't work out, I guess. Okay, so I wouldn't normally put so much product on my face because I don't think I need that much foundation, but I'm gonna let it oxidize, and yeah, let's see what it does in 1 minute, because I'm not happy with this foundation. I don't like making products work. The product should work when you start applying them, not try to figure it out how to make them work. So, okay, I see my fine lines right away in my pores again, and you see my patchiness. It's bad. Around my nose is bad. The more I apply, the worse it gets, I guess. You can see my pores, and it just gets bad. Okay, let me try to work it with my sponge. Maybe taking some of the product off might help. Just push it into the skin. Let's see. So I do feel it gets a little better with the sponge. but I also feel like some of the product is being taken away. Okay, now it looks a little better with the sponge, definitely. Some of that excess kinda got pushed in the skin, or being taken away by my sponge, I guess. I don't know. It looks a little better. A little slightly better. Okay. So I guess the sponge did the trick, I guess. So you don't need a sponge to finish kinda this foundation, but still, I still see my dry patched skin. And let me try to push it in with the sponge on this side too, because I have a lot of dry patches on my chin because it's winter time, and yeah, my skin is acting out from all the harsh cold outside. Yeah, it's still I don't love this. You can see this, all this, like seriously, it's just bad. It's just not what I imagined. It's like looking like it's flaking off my face. It's just so I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to set. And yeah, we have the side where I applied one more pump, that extra generous pump, and it doesn't look any different than the side where I applied once with my fingers, and it feels like a waste of product. So I'm gonna go finish off my face, I'm gonna finish off my makeup, and I'm gonna wear it for a little while, and then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. I'm back with my final thoughts on this Fruit Pigmented Water Foundation from 100% Pure, and I must say this is not for me, or maybe not at this time, but this is definitely not for for dry skin like it mentioned on the website. And I was really surprised because it says full coverage, light dewy finish, and it's not like that at all. It's not full coverage. It's definitely on light, and you can still see all my imperfection on the side that I applied twice the foundation. It didn't build up at all, and yeah, it's not a full coverage. It's light, not even building to medium, I would say, probably just light. And dewy finish, no, it's not a dewy finish. I didn't see anything like that, even though it's recommended for dry to normal skin. I want to say this is for dry skin. This is showing all the imperfection in the skin, especially for dryness. And like I said, you can see all my skin and patches and everything. It shows up with this foundation. It's really bad. It sank into my pores, and yeah, it's really bad. Like from the first application with my fingers, it did smooth out a little bit with the beauty blender. Yeah, this did a really good job at kind of smoothing the foundation after I applied it, but still you can see it in my patches and everywhere. Even though I used the blender, it didn't work. So yeah, I was really surprised. It has 4.5 stars out of 5 on the website, and it just doesn't work for me. So probably works for younger people, maybe. I can't say that. I'm 40, so I have fine lines. It sinks into the fine lines. It sinks into the pores. It's just, yeah, I didn't love this foundation at all, and I definitely love the Second Skin foundation, but not this one. So let me know, you guys, if you tried this foundation, what's your opinion, if it works for you. I'm really curious if it works for somebody that is watching this video, because I was really turned off by it. Anyway, I'm gonna try it out probably in the summer when my skin is not so dry and maybe more towards normal. Maybe it will work better during summertime for me, but other than that, sorry, this foundation didn't work for me. So that was my first impression video on this Fruit Pigmented Water Foundation, hydrating from 100% Pure. Yeah, I don't feel my skin to be drier, but I don't feel any to be any moist. any more moist than it was. So anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you wanna see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.